Let's switch gears now. Let's talk about the charity work that you've done outside of wrestling. What organizations have you worked with over the years?
Uh, as you talking wrestling or my charity?
Charity.
Well, my charity is an organization in and of itself. So what I do with my charity is I focus on the community in the impoverished communities in and around Jacksonville, Florida. Whether that be the homeless, whether that be the sheltered individuals, women in the women's shelters, um, we just and then the troubled youth and youth in general is something that is near and dear to my heart because obviously I grew up witnessing homelessness in a great form in and around Jacksonville, Florida, walking to the grocery store as a kid, and when you have people that are sleeping on the sidewalk and they're asking a kid for a quarter or 50 cent. So yeah, so I basically took it upon myself to do what a lot of well established organizations or prominent individuals within our community refuse to do unless there's a national disaster or something in which they can be, um, you know, shown on the news or, you know what I'm saying,
Made
as a
public.
make public, used as a write-off or something to say,
Right.
well, look what this great guy's doing and his or man, listen, the amount of homeless people, the amount of people that are displaced from their homes at no reason, no cause of their own. Some people are in shelters, women are in shelters because they took their children and said, I want to get out of an abusive relationship.
Hmm.
So instead of staying at home and we have nowhere to go, we're going to the shelter. Some people are on the street. I don't care how bad they may look, how drunk they may be. They're on the streets because they made bad decisions. And those bad decisions for some could be they didn't have the money or wherewithal to buy home insurance. And their home is destroyed because a tree fell on it and they have no place to live and the house got condemned. Some are, and these are true stories. Some are there because their house caught fire and they don't have no family to take them in. Where do they go? And then some don't want to be in the shelters because they're being bullied. Shelters are like jail in some places. So instead of being restricted, being treated like a kid, or being treated less than a kid, they decide to go to the street. And the next time you guys possibly see something, and I'm going to give you the name of my chair and all that in a second, but the next time you see an individual and you go, I'm not going to give him my dollar, I'm not going to give him $2, it's just going to go, get a beer. Well, ask yourself this. There are guys that are in greater positions than you and I, Stanley, and even though they got money, after they've dealt with certain situations in their life, or they are dealing with stressful situations in their life, what are they doing when they get home? They could be running a Fortune 500 company. What are they doing when they get home? They're drowning themselves in alcohol. Why are they drowning themselves in alcohol, Stanley? Because for them, in that moment, it allows them to escape reality. Now, you can hear my passion coming through. I know you can. It
Yeah.
allows them to escape reality. And one of the things that some of us who don't do that, our escape for reality is to be in the alternate reality. And oftentimes that alternate reality, Stanley, happens for you when? Because you don't drown yourself in alcohol. Your alternate reality comes when you are asleep. Then you get to dream and you get to be in another world. So when these people that we are so quick to judge because they're a drunkard and they're on the street, well, the reason a lot of them are in that position, they say, I'm on the street, man. I got no family. I seemingly have no hope. If I'm going to drown myself in this alcohol, because at least then, even though I'm covered in dirt, even though I smell like a skunk, even though I look, you know, worse than I've ever looked in my life, when I'm in this altered state, I see roses, I see butterflies, I'm a millionaire, I'm this, that, and the other. So I share that story, Stanley, often just so people know, don't be so quick to pass judgment.